My beautiful soul family, how's everybody feeling today? Um, like I said, the rumors continue that Jay-Z and Beyonce is divorcing, that Beyonce wants out of it, Jay-Z won't let her, so forth, so on. The drama continues between the Carters. But what a couple of you guys asked me was look into what would they do with Sir Carter if Jay-Z and Beyonce was to divorce. Um, I've done previous readings on Sir Carter. A lot of people believe that he's special needs. So they wanted to know if Beyonce would take him, would Jay Z take him, would they put him away? You know what I mean? Hopefully I can answer that in this video. Now y'all know, of course, before I start this reading, I need to put out my disclaimer. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Everything I state in this video is just my interpretation of the cards. Nothing I state in this video have been proven to be fact as of now. So now that we got that disclaimer out the way, let's see what Spirit tells us about what would happen to Sir Carter if Beyonce and Jay-Z were to divorce. Write it down in the chats. What y'all think they would do with Sir? You think they would keep him? Think they would put him away? Let me know. Anyways, we're going to shuffle these cards and we're going to look into what Spirit got to say. Spirit, can you please tell me what would happen to Sir Carter if Jay Z and Beyonce were to get divorced? Would he just live with one of them? Would they put him in away? You know what I mean? Would he live with another family member? What would happen, Spirit? All right. A little bit more and then I'm going to pull these cards. All right. We're almost there. Let me see how many people is in here so far. I'm going to pull the cards. How y'all doing? All right. All right, one more and I'm gonna pull, and we gonna see what's going on with Sir. What would happen with Sir? There we go. You got the Queen of Pentacles. You got the Chariot reversed. You got the King of Cups reversed. Okay, what the heck? Let me pull this. Let me pull this. See what's going on. I'll pull these cards. You know what I mean? And then we gonna see what is it that would happen with Sir Carter. Okay. One more row and then I'm gonna get to reading the cards. All right. Hmm. Okay. I feel like, okay, you got the Queen of Pentacles, which Beyonce is an Earth sign woman. So I'm wondering if something happened with something with Beyonce. I feel like you got the Chariot reverse that's next to it, which just could talk about some kind of vehicular accident. And then you got the King of Cups reverse next to it, which means that somebody that's an unaliver. I wonder if Beyonce and Jay Z split up, would something bad happen to Sir? You know what I mean? Allegedly. I think I did a previous reading where this touched on this, but I'm seeing like next to it. I wonder if Beyonce would set it up to look like he was in some kind of vehicular accident to try to see if to get rid of him. Allegedly, I don't like to say that, but this is what I'm seeing allegedly in the cards or whatever. I feel like this would be set up. Yep, I'm seeing a traffic accident in morning. Hold on one second. Let me see. I think they would institutionalize him personally. Okay, Chelsea. Let's look at the cards and let's see. I'm seeing. I'm like I said. Sir, is an air sign boy, but he has a learning disability. This is what I'm seeing. Um, I feel like there's some possession there with him. You know what I mean? And also there's some they both feel. I think they both wouldn't know what to do with him, so I feel like they would set it up to make it like ooh. I feel like they would unalive him. I don't want to say this. I'm really trying to nicen it up, but I feel like Beyonce wants to go her way, live her little lavish lifestyle, build her career. You know what I mean? She don't want to have to deal with the opposition and the struggles of having to rear a special needs child. I mean, I think she only puts up with it now for appearances, allegedly. I'm just feeling like, God, this is so wrong. Yeah, that's why I feel like the world already knows that they have three kids, and I feel like she would be looking for like sympathy and money. I just feel like there would be some kind of scandal involved and lies when it comes to him. Yeah, I don't feel like they would ooh, this is bad. I'm hating this reading so far. I don't even want to say stuff like this, especially about a child. You know what I mean? This is alleged to see what's going on in the cards. I think she feels like it would be too much money and too many resources to have to really take care of him. Plus, I think they feel like it would be exposed if they divorced. Like for some reason, it would be exposed about Sir Carter's mental handicaps. Allegedly, just from seeing the cards. He's a very rambunctious boy with very high energy. This is what I'm seeing. You know what I mean? I feel like they would sacrifice him, allegedly. You know what I mean? Yep. Some kind of tragedy or trauma out of the frying pan into the fire. Stirred up some kind of trouble. Mm-mm. She's Beyonce very cold towards Sir. I try to act like she's loving, but she's actually, like I said, they're ashamed of him and embarrassed of him anyway, allegedly, for entertainment purposes, but I'm seeing it in the cards. And I feel like they would have not too many options. Beyonce would feel like I'm a divorced woman. I can't deal with this little boy. You know what I mean? I think she would just be unhappy and she wouldn't want to deal. She would just rather just take chances with her daughters and not. Yeah, I think something would happen to Sir. And I hate saying that. I'm feeling sad saying it, allegedly, but this is what I'm seeing in the cards and what my gut is saying. Let me see. Surgery, the Ace of Cups reversed, some kind of something. I think they still hate the fact that something went wrong in the womb when it comes to Sir and Remy, especially Sir. Um, She wouldn't be very happy if she had to raise him by herself. She's already trying to escape and can't. You know what I mean? The last thing she needs is this extra bit of worry. You know what I mean? She's trying to build her career back. It would be just too much for her. You know what I mean? And it'd be too fast. She just couldn't deal with a special needs child as a single parent. This is what I'm seeing allegedly. The Ace of Swords, communication. Let me see. The mother communicating. She already communicates to him how much she doesn't love him, you know what I mean, as a wife, you know what I mean, how much she wish she could get away and walk away from him, but can't because, like I said, the world already knows that she has a son. This is bad. The High Priestess is reversed. You got the Page of Cups. You got the Emperor. Okay. Unavoidable ending. Let me see here. They always have to win. Jay-Z, I feel like something with his father too, because you got okay. So let me see what this is saying. So the last thing it said is like if she feel overwhelmed and she will feel overwhelmed quickly, you know what I mean, feeling like she can't deal with a child that's so rambunctious and a child that has those cognitive needs, you know what I mean? I think she'd have wished that his father would have just took him. I think this would be her feelings on it. You know what I mean? She's very selfish and self-centered in the first place, and so is he. Like both of them were pretty selfish parents. You know what I mean? And this is a no-win situation having a child that's not fully developed from what they would feel like. You know what I mean? It's just hopeless and pointless, and he's already unstable. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for the fact that the world knows she has three cards, like that's been his lifeline. I mean, excuse me, not three cards. I'm sorry, three kids. That's been his lifeline, or else they would have been got rid of him. You know what I mean? But they're not going to be able to deal with him and juggle, having him and all of that. Now, let me see. A negative change in circumstances. Yeah, I feel like they would either unalive him or institutionalize him. Beyonce definitely wouldn't keep him. This is what I'm seeing allegedly in the cards. Now, she would feel burnt out. She would feel like she really can't deal with this. This would be a nightmare having to raise this child, especially when she know that Jay Z's not really going to help her if she was to divorce him. He's not going to get too much help with the kids. That'll be like her punishment for leaving him. You know what I mean? she wouldn't have all the people to help her anymore to, like she usually do, which means a lot of internal conflict. Jay-Z would shirk responsibility if they divorced, if they broke up. You know what I mean? He's like, oh well, those kids are yours. Deal with it the best way you can. This is what we'll call add to the pressure. They would get rid of son some kind of way. Rather they have him institutionalized, and if they can't have him institutionalized, they're gonna have him unalive. This is what I'm seeing in the cards. Allegedly, everything's alleged. Just want to remind you guys of that. Let me see what you guys are saying in the comments. Oh my God, that's crazy. And if they do, it's probably to get pity from people. That's what I was. That's kind of like the feeling I was getting from the cards. They would try to like that would be her way of also of having a comeback with her career. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, I lost my child. That again, her and Jay Z back relevant again, even though they're not together anymore. Um, or at least, like I said, just my interpretation. Tell me what you guys think down below. Do y'all think that they would get rid of Sir, rather it be institution or unaliving? But I'm feeling like they would set it up to be some kind of traffic accident of him not being unalive. Thank you, my beautiful soul family, for tuning in. I'll see you in the next reading, my babies. You have a good one. Love you.